Is the Star Wars franchise really in trouble? I know there's a lot of hype articles. Well, not just hype articles, some actually thoughtful and well done articles and YouTube videos who are telling you that the fan backlash that The Last Jedi is having right now could be problematic for the Star Wars franchise going forward. I've actually made some videos highlighting this fact. I haven't said that they are in trouble. I'm saying they could be, in terms of people being, some people, a segment of fandom, being less enthusiastic to see future Star Wars movies because Star Wars The Last Jedi was so divisive. And I think we're seeing that in the rapidity of a lot of the depreciating box office returns for the movie. Now, I could be wrong. The Last Jedi was episode 8. Episode 9 and 10 and 11, they could make $1 billion each. Han Solo, the next Star Wars movie that comes out in May of 2018, this year, could make a ton of money too. So, we'll see. I and a lot of other people who are entertaining the fact that the Star Wars franchise could be in trouble, we could have to change our tune soon. I don't want the Star Wars universe to be in trouble, mind you. But I'm just saying that the fact that so many people weren't happy with The Last Jedi may possibly signal some rough roads ahead for it. But we'll see. In case that does happen, I have 4 things that Lucasfilm and Disney can do to fix the Star Wars universe going forward, to adjust things. And here we go. Number 1, come up with a roadmap, an overall plan and direction for these movies and the characters going forward. Why do I say that? Because I don't think they've had one before now. J.J. Abrams made episode 7 that introduced us to characters like Rey and Finn and Poe, but I think it was revealed in some articles or whatever that he didn't leave notes for where to take these characters in episode 8 or 9. And so Rian Johnson, the writer-director of episode 9, took it and was doing all this stuff that people didn't like. And I think it's stunning that with a franchise like this, they should have created some kind of like series Bible, like all cinematic universes these days in the movies. They should be like TV in the fact that, the way TV is supposed to go, where you have a whole season with multiple episodes and you have an overall plan for where the show is going to end up from season to season, maybe even throughout the whole series. Number 2, more lightsaber battles and more physical ground action in general. The Last Jedi, most of the fighting was all, from spaceship to spaceship in space. We got a few fight scenes, not that many lightsaber fight scenes either on the ground. But there need to be more of that in future Star Wars movies to help maintain the excitement. In a lot of the classic Star Wars movies, I think all the previous 6 ones, the original trilogy, in the late 70s and early 80s, and the prequels that came out, I think, in 1999 and the early 2000s, those had outer space battles, but they also had a lot of fight scenes, physical fight scenes. Some with just blasters and, things with the regular human people. And then, with lightsaber battles with Jedis and Siths and stuff. And The Last Jedi didn't have that many of those. It had a little bit. Most of it was, people fighting in spaceships, and, a lot of dialogue and talking. Now, I'm not an anti-dialogue or talking. I mean, that's how you do character development and all that stuff. But I just think that The Last Jedi could have had a bit more kinetic action scenes than it had. Number 3. Make that ObiWan Kenobi movie. We're getting a young Han Solo movie, but I think a character from Star Wars history whom a lot of people wanted a movie for even more has been Obi-Wan Kenobi. A lot of people had problems with the Star Wars prequels, but one of the things that I think a lot of people, even the haters, liked was Ewan McGregor's performance as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Obi-Wan has been an active Jedi. He was active for several years before, he was an older man in Star Wars A New Hope, right? There are all these adventures they could chronicle with him in it. And, Ewan McGregor's still around and has said he's eager to do it. So I think pay him the money and make those Obi-Wan movies. And number 4, this could be a good and a bad thing, but bring back Luke Skywalker. I know. They killed off Luke Skywalker, or I think they did, in The Last Jedi. But I think that killing him off so soon and without giving him a lot of awesome fight scenes to show that he's one of the most powerful Jedi ever is one of the reasons why people who didn't like Last Jedi didn't like it. And so if they could find a way for Luke to come back Like, I know he faded away and Leia and Rey said they felt him die or whatever. But nah, they could say, "Oh, I was just tricking you because I know how to use these powers and trick your minds." And he faded away, but there's no body. you know, like, "Oh, I came back. I was in a puff of smoke or ether for a while, but then I reformed myself into physical form." Maybe they could do that with Luke Skywalker and have him come back to the franchise and have a lot of great Jedi fight scenes, which he didn't get to have in The Last Jedi. I know that could be a jump the shark moment for the Star Wars franchise, and maybe they shouldn't do it. I don't know. But I just think it was criminal for them to have Luke Skywalker, legendary Star Wars hero, come back after like 30 something years of no Star Wars movies. And then he's in the movie where he spends most of it having, being depressed and talking to Rey and not really doing anything. And then at the end of the movie, he has this one quasi fight scene, which is really just him projecting a Force ghost, and then he dies. What a waste! So, if you can find a way to bring back Luke Skywalker and not have the audience roll its eyes, I think your universe will be all the better for it. But anyways, those are my 4 things Lucasfilm can do to reinvigorate fan love and trust in the franchise. And I know I'm the only one who knows how to do it too. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, that's what I think. And maybe that's what I'd like to see in the Star Wars movies going forward. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. I know they're going to work hard at it, right? Because this is a gajillion-dollar franchise. They've got to be concerned with keeping those fans interested, right? Let's hope so. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see me make more videos about Star Wars and all that good stuff on this channel, please like the video and please subscribe. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.